live. This Coach Nate coming back at you. Rise and shine, rise and grind. Today's topic, gone, but yet still here. So when we think about the heaviness of a loss of a loved one, I've been getting a lot of calls and different things and inboxes regarding the loss of a loved one. People just really right now just going through with, the COVID deaths being up and, just loss in general. But I'm here to say we all deal with grief differently. And in my situation, I look at it, I know I lost my grandmother, not to COVID, but years ago, and that was like my best friend. She was always pouring into me, always showing me something, always teaching me stuff, and then I look at it like, the challenges that she had to face, but she was always giving it to me, and she would say stuff to me like, why I talk to you and tell you all this stuff? Because out of all of your brothers, sisters, and cousins, you at least halfway listen. She didn't give me the full credit for listening all the way, but she said you halfway listen. So at least thinking about that individual, I don't know, it could be your mom, your dad, whatever loved one that you've lost, your son, a child. Oh man, that's devastating, but you have to always think regarding in that situation, what would that person want you to do from where you are at this point in your life? That's the approach that I take. I know my grandma wouldn't want me crying and just dismantled and out of order, can't function, can't deal with life, can't move forward. Because she was always telling me, you keep going, you keep striving, baby. You keep doing what you need to do to survive. You keep making it. I'm investing in you. You keep going. And so I think about those things, even though she's gone, but she's just still here because she's, every experience that I lived through, I'm including her in it from a personal perspective. Because I'm like, dang, grandma, what, I'm trying to think of what would she say. They had the acronym saying, what would Jesus do? WWJD. That's great. He said, my ways is not your ways. Your thoughts, my thoughts are not your thoughts. So it's like when you have connected people that you love like that you lose, it's a big hit. It take you in the heart. I lost my nephew. That boy was like a son to me. Roshan Scott, I throw his name out there because that was my guy. I was always pouring into him, showing him, doing things with him. And he ended up being going to school, becoming an electrician, graduated, and he passed like in his early 30s, late 20s, early 30s. And I was just like, boom, I was setting him up for success. I gave him, a place to, like a condo that I had. And I was just like, man, just make the payments. You take this over, setting him up for success. And that's what we still have to do. But when I lost him, it was like, man, but he's yet still here. I was in my garage the other day working on some stuff and I had to change some smoke detectors in the house. And I'm sitting there like, man, I need this one tool to trim the wiring down. And I said, man, nephew, where did you have that where is it at? And he was like, I could just feel him like looking over my shoulder like, it's in the bag. And I look in the bag and there it is. Bam. I'm like, good looking out. I had to say it, good looking out, nephew. And proceed and moving on from there. But you gotta look at it, That person may be gone, but they're yet still here. Because they living through you. So think of the good times, the good experiences. Sometimes you're going to have to do that. That's part of your mental health. You got to work on that, because sometimes stuff can be going on. So, and then you get hit with something like that, the loss of a loved one. You just like, I just want to scream, and crying all the time. Now, I ain't saying don't cry now because, hey, I'm talking about I was crying so tough one day, y'all. I'm driving down the street and I had to turn my windshield wipers on because I'm just thinking it's that, but it wasn't. And my eyes was just, I had to pull over. Sometimes it's going to hit you like that. But that love, that they gone, but they yet still here. When y'all like that, you ain't going nowhere. But I just thought I had to drop that on y'all. Love is love, and it comes from above. The loss of a loved one, yeah, it's still love. It's all there, gone, but yet still here, and I can still hear him speaking in my ear. And that's a blessing. So until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep me posted, because I'm super excited about your future. Peace.